Well, look, part of the reason why I want to call this meeting is for a couple of strategic reasons. One is all of the people in Lambeth, because there's lots of Jamaicans in Lambeth, in Lewisham, in Southwark, Croydon, so on and so forth, right? So we want to be coordinated, not just ourselves, but those people who support the island, who want to give back. But it's incredibly important that we try and coordinate something so we all know what we're doing. And that's why I've called on the council. I invited Claire Holland to be the leader of Lambeth Council tonight. She couldn't make it, but she sent a cabinet member, Donatus, to be with us. Because I want to know what Lambeth can do to support this effort of the civil society and businesses right here in Lambeth, where this is a big issue. Now, it'll be a big issue because local elections are coming up in May. So these politicians are going to be knocking on your door in a few months' time, asking for your vote. And now is the opportune time to make sure that all those politicians understand we don't save Jamaica on this one, then your party isn't getting our vote. It's just as simple as that. It's just as transactional as that. You've got to have some humanitarian. Now, I know that the council is already starting to think about these issues. So that gives us hope and encouragement. But you will know, and they will know, the history of Jamaicans in Lambeth from the time of Windrush and prior, when we were sleeping in the bunkers at Clapham Common, when we were clearing the streets of Teddy Boys, yeah? Rude Boy took on Teddy Boy, and it was 1-0 to Rude Boys, and they're gone, right? So we know the history of Jamaicans in this country and in this city and in this town. And I would expect our council to say, you know what, we're going to endorse whatever civil society is trying to do to help. We will open up our community centres. We will encourage people to donate. We will platform what you're doing in terms of civil society groups. We will give platform to people like Nadine and Cash and others here tonight to platform their voices in relation to what we're doing. And that's why I asked the council to be here. I also invited the Mayor of London's office, because what we can do in Lambeth, we can do together with Lambeth, Southwark, Brent, Hackney, Haringey, and all the rest of the inner London boroughs where we've got a lot of our community. And if the Mayor's office helps us consolidate and organise that, that means we can call a London-wide conference at City Hall with thousands of our people from across the capital coming together to get strategically aligned for this fight. You've heard it here today. It's not going to be over in 3 months. It's not going to be over in a year. We're going to have to be here from now to the next general election, keeping this as the #1 political priority for international aid and development. So I'm delighted Donatus could join us tonight. I'm saddened the Mayor's office is not here, but I'm hopeful because they sent me an urgent email when they saw the size of the crowd saying, well, of course, we're happy to meet to discuss. So with your strength, we're going to talk to the Mayor, we're going to talk to Lambeth, we're going to talk to other boroughs, and we're going to force them to meet with us to meet this challenge, which is unprecedented in scale, depth, and intensity. So we put everybody on notice. No shame, no fear, no foul. I'm putting everybody on notice, right? Do not put Jamaicans in a corner on this issue. Do not do it, because you'll live to rue the day that you awaken the lion that is inherent in every Jamaican. We little but we what? We little but we what? So with that, and I'm delighted he's here, and notwithstanding what I've said, I do know the council are making efforts. I also invited Brixton Improvement District here, because I think we spend enough money in the town centre there with those traders, right? So they should be here. Now, they couldn't be here tonight, but they too said they're willing to meet. So after tonight, we'll be taking our message to the council. Hope Donatus will facilitate that. We'll be taking it to the Mayor's office through Debbie Weeks-Bernard, the Deputy Mayor. We're taking it to the Prime Minister with the petition there that you can see. And we're calling this Black Day of Action for this national lobby of Parliament. Are you feeling that power already? This Black Day, you know where that comes from, right? The Black Day of Action. You know where that comes from? when you crossfire burned down 13 of our people in a mass racist attack in the early 80s. So when I say Black Day of Action, you know there's no ramping with that. That's a serious proposition I'm putting you. So we are going to Parliament. We're going to go in our thousands. We're going to make them rue the day that they turned us down on this international development thing. But in the meantime, I'm delighted to introduce Donatus from Lambeth Council, who's going to speak to us. Hi, Donatus.
Hi, Lee. I think things go down now, because after our wonderful sisters have spoken, then you've seen the men here. Then, you know, again, this young man has given me more of hope than anything else. Again, Jackie, Wanda, thank you for all your contributions. And of course, I'm Nigerian, so Jamaicans are Nigerians. Whether, you know, so, you know, I'm not 99.9% certain. I'm 100% certain Jamaicans are Nigerians.
Oh, Lord, order.
You know, it's not only because of resilience, because of confidence, because of attitude. You know, we have the same nature, so they must be Nigerians. So, well, I'm Igbo.
No politics, please.
Yeah, so you know what? The reason why I'm saying this is your pain is equally my pain. Your pain is, particularly in Lambeth, we say we are a borough of sanctuary. So issues in relation to what you mentioned, in relation to giving individuals access and welcoming and everything else, that's what we are. And that's what we say we are. We also say we are a borough of equity and justice. So within those principles, of course, that is why when the hurricane happened, we started the conversation in relation to how we support the Jamaican cause. That is why we're also saying within, if you get Love Lambert that's coming out very soon, we have clear what we are saying is our residents and our own to contribute and support the cost. I'm also absolutely certain that we will be working with our partners across, and the leader have told me she will be lobbying, she will be having conversation with our local MPs, she will be having conversation with colleagues in London Council. She is very much involved in that to see how we can absolutely work with our Jamaican cousins, relatives, neighbors, to make sure you are not alone. If the Prime Minister said he stands with Jamaicans, I'm grateful to hear that, and we will be remembering, and we will be saying, if we say that, we have to honor it. So, and I think here in Lambeth, we will be working with our residents, our communities, to support from the diaspora to the land that is in pain at the moment. I also made it clear in my social media, and I said Jamaican pain is our pain. So there is no division. And I totally agree, again coming from African perspective, that people who have taken have to give back. And I'm not in any way disagreeing with you. However, again, this young man did say it, we as well, with our own diaspora, we can also show that we can also help ourselves. When you talked about vision, and I'm thinking, this is something we should be having a conversation with Air Peace in Nigerian carrier. And I'm thinking, if Air Peace is also traveling everywhere, why can't, instead of us going to Virgin, we should go to Air Peace? And again, and I say this, one have had me say this, who owns Gatwick Airport? We do. Isn't that, of course. So again, we should be also asking those questions. You know, so let us say we can our own selves to get our own respect and start asking our own people, what are you doing when we are in these difficulties? And this is where collectively we should start making demands to our own selves. You know, if you own Gatwick and our people are struggling to ship things, stand up and come and help. Yeah? This is absolutely, collectively, myself, my own political colleagues, and people like, you, Lee, we should be calling these people. You know, I used to fly Virgin, I stopped. I used to fly BA, I stopped. I only now fly Air Peace. If you're African carrier or Caribbean carrier, I fly with you. That people we give money, we should be asking them to pay back. So what I'm saying is, we should be inviting Gatwick, our brother who runs it, we should be inviting our carriers to say, our people are in difficulties. How can you and us show us, let us be proud within ourselves. I'm not saying the council shouldn't help, I'm not saying the government shouldn't help, but for us to make them saying, oh, they're becoming strong enough, you will see them saying, oh, what can we do to support you? And I think I have been around enough to say, if we start helping ourselves, their own attitude will change. Yeah? I will be with you. If that question needs to be asked, I am willing to be there where we ask those questions. And again, your pain is our pain, particularly being Nigerian.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we've massively run out of time, guys. We massively run out of time. There's two things that I think are important. Is one, everybody is either signed up to the Eventbrite or that page, because we're going to email you after this meeting for next steps. The next steps are to bring some key players, like your Nigerian airport owner, like the guy that's sending 100 chainsaws, like Karen from Jamaica Valley, people who can move at scale, like yourself. Bring them together for a stakeholder meeting so that we can begin to say who can do what to begin to address some of these logistical issues. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk to the mayor's office about him endorsing a fundraising campaign London-wide from the mayor's office, channeling money to get these immediate supplies where we need to be, the least he can do. And we're going to continue on the pressure on the Prime Minister with this National Black Day of Action, where we're going to take these issues to number 10 down, not number 10 down the street, the Houses of Parliament. So those are the three very big things that we're going to do for today. Now, let me say this about helping ourselves. The African and diaspora has been absolutely amazing in response to this hurricane. So it's not about we should be helping ourselves. We have shown in this period that we are a mobilized, united community that people who said was divided, but has come out as one people to give to the most in need on this issue. So we are already unifying, we are already unified, and we want to spread that propaganda, we want to spread that message right throughout the country. So as we leave tonight and we bring the meeting to a close, on two things. Make sure you're signed on. We're going to call another meeting. I want each one to bring just one more person with you, right? and let's get this big meeting with stakeholders, the council, the mayor's office, big delegations from Southwark, from here to here to here, to say, are we going to do this thing in the next year? Because up until the mayoral election, they're going to be answering our call every time we ring. After the May election, yeah, you struggle to get an. Are you with me on that point? All right. So while we've got the window of opportunity, right, let's strike while the iron is hot. The people in Jamaica are depending on international support. And we're here in the belly of the beast with the privilege that we have, and we are compelled, ancestors demand that we take action to support our people at a time of need. You've been brilliant. This has been our meeting today. Give it up to the Theo for MediaNet, who's streamed the whole thing free. Can you give it up to the people from my office and Lambeth School Patrol who've helped out to organise the meeting? Give it up for Elaine, who's the host of the meeting in the Caribou Centre. And most of all, give it up to yourself, because you've responded. You've turned up. Now, let's go and take the fight to the people that need to hear it. Thank you very much. That's what I've come to do. Yeah, man. All right. Hey, listen, man. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Aaron. 41 years, man. Come all the way from Leeds. Yeah. The reason I came for is what Average told you. You know, I'm not leaving for a long time. Yeah. Back in